first period, gets the ride out in the second, and just finds a way to build his lead through the end of the match. Nothing really matters until the last period, right? You don't get your hand raised until the end of 7. So really good to see him kind of battle through that adversity here. And now we have Aidan Connor coming out here at heavyweight. See him bumping up for his team here, competing.
Yeah, so Aidan Connor weighed in at 202 today. And again, that left him eligible to be heavyweight. And the senior captain has seen some time before at heavyweight. And it's his versatility, but also willingness to help the team that's been such an impressive part in his Tigers career. Finished 7th at Midlands at 197. The program is static for what he did. And he goes up against the first year for Columbia in Vincent Mueller, who is 7-10 on the season. Connor overall 13-5, but again, seeing his first action at heavyweight this year.
Yeah, this will be a great test to see how he does up at heavyweight. You know, it's you never know what's going to happen. So it just being willing to compete. You know, I think he has a sour taste in his mouth probably after that Drexel loss, and found a way to get out here and put himself back on, out on the mat. So really good to see him out here.
Tigers have seen their other heavyweight action from Matt Cover, who's dealing with an injury right now that he suffered at Midlands. But 11-3 on the season, and Garibaldi's got 10 wins, but now a thunderous sequence puts Connor in trouble, but it was out of bounds. Oh man, that was awfully close, and Connor wants to hear it from the fans and his teammates saying it's all good, still no score, let's go right back at it.
I love it. Pump up the crowd, get everybody into it. It's what it's all about. As a senior, you only got so many more competitions left. You might as well, try to enjoy it as much as you can.
Connor, a 3-time Texas state champion from Dallas by the way of Highland Park. He was 167-2 his last 3 years as a high schooler. And again, in terms of earning his captainship, 1 of 5 for Princeton, it's again how he can kind of get the teammates going, gain them excited, but also willing to take some of the tougher challenges like moving up to heavyweight today. Still no score, 1:10 left to go in the first period.
Yeah, if you had 30 Aidan Connors in the lineup, you'd be a scary team, right? Because he's so dedicated to just being there for his team and being prepared for whatever happens, no matter what the case may be. So I have a lot of respect for Aidan Connor and what he does for our program.
Mueller trying to defend the takedown, trying to roll through to prevent the 3. Princeton wants the 3, they'll get it. And indeed now confirmed. 3-0. Aidan Connor ahead against Mueller, the first year from Woodbury, Minnesota, by the way of St. Thomas Academy. And out of bounds after the Connor takedown. Mueller, one of many high school athletes that were multi-sport, but he did the wrestling football route at St. Thomas Academy. D-line wrestling combination. That's the Jack Del Garbino special here at Princeton.
Short time. Fans, let's get loud here.
Jack Del Garbino, man. One of my favorites. And one of the better football players on the Princeton football team.
Well, they kind of have the carryover. Handwork, body weight, balance in the trenches, offense or defense.
Agree. The leverage and body control that you get from wrestling is unlike anything else. And I tell you what, I've talked to a lot of his, now teammates on the Princeton football team, and they love him. They absolutely love him. So I think it's a testament to, kind of what wrestling brings to the table for these guys, on the football field.
Historically, it's been more offensive linemen, the Stephen Neals, the Carlton Hasselriggs of the world. But I do also like the D-tackle heavyweight combo.
Agree. I think even Brock Lesnar tried football for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
He was close to making it for the Vikings back in the day. Very close. And he was on the D-line as a nice reversal by Connor, but he's looking for more. Left shoulder remains up for Mueller, but he's in a predicament here as Connor tries to finish it off with a hit to the mat.
It's great chain wrestling by Aidan Connor. Let's see if he can turn it into a fall here. Trying to get that Turk on that bottom leg. Already got the 4 back points locked in, but really, really good job of transitioning.
Yeah, boy, that left side in real trouble for Mueller. Connor gonna go back at it again. Trying to get the pin to end it with a minute left in the second period. Finally to the belly for Vincent Mueller. 6-point sequence between the reverse and near fall to make it 9-0 Aidan Connor.
Really good job. Really, really impressive on top. Not just being content with getting a reversal, but right to his back.
It's the length, it's the strength that is driving Connor's success. He will try for more with a half minute to go in the second period. Not enough for swipes. Mueller defends, all said rather nicely, but he is in a pickle here because he's not having any success getting back to his feet.
Yeah, Aidan Connor really tough with those double boots in, and just, again, really, really tough to get out on.
Short time in period number 2, the riding time advantage getting close to 2 minutes. It will be at 1:52 heading into the third and final period of this matchup, which is the final of the dual meet. And another look at this Aidan Connor reversal and eventually turning it into more trouble.
Great transition wrestling. Coaches love that. I'll be watching that and celebrating that in the room this week.
We start at neutral position for period 3. And if you're Mueller here, you're on your feet, you're going to try to attack, get that first takedown and see what you can get.
Yeah, I think, again, can't focus on what happened so far in the match. Just got to think about what's to come in this last minute and a half. And if you're Aidan Connor, you know, one more takedown would be nice too.
Trying to get that leverage, hip and higher. So far, kind of even on the tie-up high over the first 45 seconds. Tigers are going to be 3-3 in duels competition after this win, but 1-0 in IMV competition next weekend. There'll be 2 in the New England region next Saturday against Harvard, next Sunday against Brown, and sometimes the biggest challenge there is that second day after the travel, kind of keeping yourself in good shape, and it'll be interesting to see how the Tigers go at it there. Columbia with the loss, 1-6 in duels competition, but they're right back at it this weekend. They'll be in Philadelphia on Sunday to face Penn, who as a team ranked 22nd, and it won't be any easier for the Lions going up against the Quakers.
Yeah, again, Ivy League just keeps getting more and more competitive every year.
Short time.
And it's a lot of fun to watch, and again, makes it easy for us to come here and watch great wrestling.
And not even mentioning all that, Cornell, who's ranked in the top 10. Aidan Connor, though, going to finish it out. A major decision in his favor, 10-0. And the Tigers going to finish out with a resounding team victory, 26-7 from top to bottom. This was well wrestled all around by both sides, but it looked like Princeton had the better dynamic in the timely spots, getting the takedowns in short time, staying a step ahead, one extra takedown here, one extra takedown here, but there were an awful lot of really close matchups that this one could have been a lot tighter than what the overall team score would indicate.
I agree. You know, a lot of the toss-up matches went Princeton's way today, and I can say this is one of the better matches I've seen them wrestle all year, and again, right at the right time, right? Trying to peak at the end of the season.
Yeah, it feels like a really complete effort from the Tigers. So, again, victorious. Final score from Jadwin Gym today, 26-7. For my broadcast partner, Pat Gloria, I am Adam Dobrovolsky saying so long. Reminding you that all games airing on the ESPN networks both stream live and are archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Enjoy the weekend, everybody.